Good afternoon, student of class 10. Today I am starting from refraction of light through a prism. And you know what is prism? You have seen that. Prism is a transparent medium. Transparent means light can pass through it. Bounded by 5 plane surface with a triangular cross section. You can check it out the prism. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the bottom there is 4 sides. Only base is a rectangle, and except that all sides are triangle. What happens if there is refraction in that prism? From the picture you can see, if a ray is incident like that on that AB surface, and as a result, as it going from less denser to more denser, that light will be deflected towards the normal. This is the normal drawn here at the point. Normal means perpendicular line. You can check it out. Now when it is again incidenting on the next surface AC, as this is coming from more denser to less denser, this will go away from the normal. As a result, this will pass from here. So actually the ray should go from there, but the ray is passing from there. So obviously there is a deflection, and that is marked in delta. Delta is a angle of deviation. Okay, from here a formula is derived, that is delta. That means delta means angle of deviation. Here delta means delta 1 plus delta 2. What is delta 1 and delta 2? Delta 1 is deviation in the first incident, and delta 2 is the deviation in the second incident. And we know that delta 1 equal to I1 minus R1, delta 2 equal to I2 minus R2. From that I got delta equal to I1 plus I2 minus R1 plus R2. Okay, cases. Here it is given for APNQ quadrilateral, angle APN equal to angle AQN equal to 90 degree. That means here this is a quadrilateral APNQ. This is a quadrilateral. Here APN is 90 degree, AQN is also 90 degree. So from here we got PNQ plus PAQ equal to 180 degree, PAQ equal to A. So PNQ equal to 180 degree minus A. So from that the formula is coming I1 plus I2 equal to A plus delta. A equal to R1 plus R2. What are the factors that affect the angle of deviation? That is, what is A? A is known as angle of prism. So that depends on angle of incidence, material of prism, angle of prism, color of wavelength. Dependence of angle of deviation on the angle of incidence. How does this is varying with the angle of incidence? You can check it out. First, when the angle of incidence is increasing, angle of deviation is decreasing, but after some points it is continuously increasing. In the position of minimum deviation, if there is a minimum deviation, delta equal to delta minimum, that means that point. When that is possible, if I1 equal to I2. So from that we got delta minimum equal to 2I minus A. We have to remember this formula. Where deviation at different angle of incidence. We know that mu equal to sin I by sin R. So 1 by mu equal to, okay, check it out. What does it want to say? This is an equilateral prism. mu equal to given is a different angle of incidence. Angle of incidence I equal to 70 degree, angle of emergence equal to I2 equal to 30 degree, angle of deviation is given. While in figure, these angles are calculated using the following relation. Okay, how does that angle are calculated? Delta equal to I1 plus I2 minus A. A is obtained because we know that equilateral triangle, and equilateral triangle have every angle is 60 degree. So I got A. Okay, you can check it out, you can calculate it very easily. Whatever problem arise, you can ask me. Dependence of angle of deviation on the material of prism. How does it is depend on the material? We know that refraction or mu, that is totally depends on the material. What type of material is there? That varies material to material. So it is depends on the material of the prism. Dependence of angle of incidence on the angle of prism. From formula it is clear that del equal to I1 plus I2 minus A. So this is depends on angle of prism. Okay, here is some question. You can solve the question easily. If there is a numericals, I'll say that what to do. A ray of light incident at an angle of incidence 48 degree. That means I is given. On a prism, reflecting angle 60 degree. I1 R1 is given. Surface minimum deviation. You have to calculate minimum deviation. You know the formula. So I is given. Just subtract it. R1 is given. You have to calculate A. What is A? What is the value of A? Then you have to subtract it. Here is 2 into 48. Look at that. A is given 60 degree. I is given 48 degree. So 2 into 48 minus 60. You will get the answer. What should be the angle of incidence? That means what should be the I? Minimum deviation is given. That means 2I minus A is given. Through an equilateral prism, that means A is also given, that is 60 degree. So 2I minus 60 equal to 36. 2I equal to 96, I equal to 48. Very easy, numericals are given, you can solve it. Real and apparent depth. Look at that. In the water, you may have observed whatever things is in the under the water, you can see it little bit of upper position, where actually whatever position is there, like O position, there is an object, but you can see it, the object is in I position. Why? Because this is happening because of refraction. Like a light coming from here, as the light is going from the more denser to less denser, it will go away from the normal. So if you can see that if you increase or extend the line in the back side, the line will be joining at that point. That means you can see the object here, and this depth is known as apparent depth, and this is real depth. That is the thing. Apparent depth means in that depth actually I am seeing the object, but that object is not present there. Real depth, the object is present there. Okay, you have to remember some formula here. Mu A to M, that means air to medium, equal to real depth by apparent depth. Apparent depth equal to, okay, Okay, bending of stick. You may have seen that bending of stick in water. How this is happening? This is the same procedure, because the light is bending. You can see it is at a bending. Some consequence. A star appears twinkle in the sky due to the change in the refractive index of air with temperature. The sun is seen a few minutes before it arises above the horizon in the morning, while in the evening, few minutes longer after it sets. This is happening because of refraction. There are some incidents here. You can read it, and there is some question also. You may have solved it. Okay, thank you.